What's up? Here we go again. I don't really have any new champion or build that I'm going to try today, just because I don't really have any ideas and I don't really know if I should adjust anything. But today I will try to be very precise with my picks and try to play it safe and smart and not do any experimental champion selections. And if we say something with potential today, I think I might just make some new builds during the video, kind of like how I have done a few times before as well. Also, it's very interesting, we just got today the new update about the Hydra sets and quality of life things and other stuff. If we get the champion filter where I can just type the champion name here, I'm never going to miss a champion again. Oh, interesting. I don't remember what's this champion called, I always forget about it. But you have actually seen him a decent amount in even in top platinum arena reset. I remember before Taras this used to be kind of popular, but he basically does kind of what Nakarada does. In some situations it's actually better. It can protect you from something like something that would completely one-shot you, like Baron or Charge it and do it safely and also stun the enemy, but it is good against Rotos for sure. Wouldn't be that good if I also had Civi, but I don't. Okay, let's stop trolling and make the picks. We'll go with Helicat and I think just Nakarada, yeah. We will go with the safe and easy options today. My last champion, we will see. It's going to be maybe Python, maybe Arbiter. He's probably not going to go for a triple reviver, especially because I don't think this champion is in a nuke build. It's, yeah, what? Is it actually in a nuke build? Maybe it's a nuke Ramanto. But the obvious thing on his team is to ban Charge it, and I don't think he just has enough damage to kill me if I ban Charge it. Who do I want to ban? Maybe, should I go with Python or should I just go with Arbiter this time? Arbiter could be something different. Let's go with Arbiter for fun. I think, even though I said that I'm going to go with the safe options, but I don't think his team looks very threatening, so I think we could go with Arbiter. Maybe he just bans it anyway, to be honest. Kalmar is kind of good matchup against Rotos. It can lock his passive with his A3, and then the A2 can actually kill Rotos pretty well. Okay, I think it's definitely going to be Nuke Ramanto, yeah. Well, it does have the lightning gates anyway, so it has to be. With the A2, Ramanto can easily kill Rotos, so that is kind of threatening, and considering that he banned Nakarada, that is definitely his plan, to just one-shot my Rotos. But since I do have two nukers, his team isn't the most tankiest team. Even if my Rotos just dies and never gets revived, I think I can totally kill this team with Helicat alone. Okay, I'm so confused. It's a stone skin Ramanto. Even if it's in a nuke build, which it definitely is, it can kill my Rotos with A2, but nothing else from him is very threatening to me at all. And yeah, now that when I kill this Civi, I'm going to get stunned. I will not actually get the kill here. And that's because of this guy's passive. Whatever it's called. I forget what it's called. But yeah, it blocked the damage. I couldn't do any damage on Civi on that turn. And my Rotos got stunned. But after this guy loses the passive, he isn't doing anything too annoying. So he's kind of one trick pony, but he's very good at doing the one specific thing. But he's not going to have enough damage in this team. Even though my Arbiter isn't super tanky, she is still getting defense buffs from Helicat and block damage, and I have UDK with heals and shields, so, and he's passive of course. Yeah, oh, never mind, so both of them are in nuke builds. I guess he basically went with 3 nukers. That's kind of funny because this champion was in polymorph and Ramanto was in lightning gates with stone skin, so they are kind of unconventional builds. Actually, he almost wiped my team there, to be honest, but I think I should be good at this point. Yeah, at this point I'm good. I do have the block passives and stuff on me, but as soon as those things run out, it's like I'm going to destroy him in a couple turns. I guess he had kind of decent utility actually against my team, but he sacrificed his damage for that utility and wasn't enough. If I had Python instead of Arbiter, I mean, he wouldn't have done any damage to Python, maybe like not even 1/3 of his damage, and he could have cleansed everybody, so going with Arbiter was dumb. I was kind of hoping that I could cut in and maybe it would be relevant, but nah. Python would have been way better even if I didn't have any speed buff in my team. I mean speed aura. Python is very solid. I feel like Python is kind of getting like he's better than he looks, because Siphi is kind of broken, to be honest. I mean, I know I shouldn't always call for nerfs and things, but I think Siphi is one on top of the list of champions that are too good. And when there's already Siphi and Duchess, there really isn't a place for Python, especially since Siphi and Python kind of do the same role. Maybe Python is something in between Duchess and Siphi. They all kind of do similar things as Python, but Siphi clearly is similar role but better than Python, and that's why Python doesn't get that much use, even though he is a very good champion. Only by people who don't have Siphi, but he is very good survivor. Very underrated in my opinion. I think if the meta ever changes, there might be some time and place where Python could become popular again. Maybe with Siphi nerfs or something else, but he does like his revive isn't that full turn meter, but it is AoE revive with 50% turn meter, and then he does have heals, so, and the damage reduction, so he kind of does same things as both Duchess and Siphi do, but a bit worse, but he's kind of mix of those two. And his Force Affinity. I think if Python was released maybe like 1 or 2 years before, when every nuker in Classic Arena was Magic Affinity, like Tranda, then Python would have been insanely meta for a while. But yeah, he kind of picked a weird team here. I think I maybe fought this guy before, but he kind of picked a weird team. I'm suspecting that he's probably missing some key nukers, kind of like me, but he did almost get me with that team, so it wasn't a total pushover. Oh yeah, it's called Joffred, yeah. Of course, before Blessings, Ramantu was used in pretty much every single offense team in Classic Arena, and he's kind of in the same spot that if they nerf Polymorph or they make some ways to get around it, Ramantu could easily become meta again. That's like if Polymorph didn't exist, he would be very meta. He would be one of the best champions in the game. So yeah, Joffred is defense scaling champion. He has the passive that negates one hit and stuns the enemy and then does block damage for 1 turn. It's 4 turn cooldown, so it's kind of long, and this skill is kind of meh, but it does give you defense buff, and this is AoE stun, yeah. Basically, the other stuff aren't that great, but the passive is very good. If the other skills were also good, then Joffred could totally be a top tier champion. It's only slightly missing the mark, but it's definitely much better than average champion, and you could basically call it the budget Necret. In some situations, like I mentioned, against Baron and George it is better than Necret, but in general it's like a scuffed version of Necret. Nothing interesting today. Basically, only thing I'm looking for is those divine speed pieces, and only if they have defense like substat and nothing else here matters. But there is many chests to go through, so maybe I will get something. I actually got one triple speed roll already on divine speed, but it was on a 5-star piece, so it doesn't count. Let me quickly sell these and then I will show that piece. Even if I get something like this looks kind of good, but I just don't think, considering that I have immortal pieces, I have several immortal shields that are better than this, so there's just no reason to keep them. If I wasn't super old player like I am, maybe you should keep this type of pieces. It kind of depends on your account, but me, basically I'm going to just sell everything except the divine speed, and I shouldn't really even look at them, to be honest. There's no point. Where is it? Yeah, this one I got. It's almost interesting that it could be maybe a nuker piece on some weird build, but probably not. It's a 5-star. It is a 5-star mythic, but if it was like maybe quad on speed, then it would be interesting, but I kept it anyway. Unlikely that I will use it, but I will still use it. I do have enough space, but let me quickly show you. It's not like I have insane amount of like incredible immortal pieces, but you don't actually need that many. So let's say we look at those helmets. So here's one with basically pseudo triple on HP and defense without speed, which is kind of what you want on many of these types of builds, like UDK or Necret and some reviver builds and so on. And then here's a better one. Here's basically the same thing, except everything is on HP and it does have speed subsets, so this is kind of good on the kinds of builds where you don't mind speed. Maybe that's it. Do I not have other helmets? Yeah, okay, nothing worth mentioning. But yeah, even if I have like couple those types of pieces on like every relevant set, but it kind of makes those third-rate sets like Divine Offense kind of worthless to think about, even if they are very good. For me, not for everybody, but for me. It's not like I have 300 champions geared for arena anyway, so. Okay, first pick is kind of a puzzle for me. I think I'm pretty much set on my general team for now. That I do prefer to go with Helicat and Rotos most of the time. And I will go with the UDK strategy and so on, but first pick is kind of tough because I do like first picking Duchess, but then enemy can... in some fights I want the slow Duchess and some fights I want the fast Duchess. This one is the slow one. So it heavily depends, and maybe it's not the best first pick. But often I do pick Necret as first, and then they go with something like George, and I regret it. So it is kind of hard to make a first pick. The same issue with UDK. UDK is very good, but then there is some fights where UDK is completely useless. But maybe I will go with UDK first pick on this video, just because of the Helicat strategy. Even though enemies will pick often teams that can ignore his passive, but maybe it's still better that I get to choose my Duchess build. But yeah, let's get into the fights. I've gotten some comments that I think and talk too much in between the picks, and I'm kind of wasting time. And I'm sorry about that. It's not intentional or anything, but I mean, I do like to take my time, so it is what it is. The fights are super time consuming anyway, so... Okay, Shorty is kind of iffy with this comp. If it's not a fast one or he doesn't have turn meter boost, then it's not issue because I should be able to survive one turn, but maybe in this fight we will not go with UDK. I mean the Necret, well, never mind, he already picked Necret anyway, so we will not go with Necret, and yeah, maybe I will just go with Helicat and Cardial. let me think about it for a second. Initve could be good in this fight, but he's being protected by Necrets, and I can't ban the Necrets, but should I consider Staldus or maybe Mountain King? Mountain King might be good here if he doesn't pick second Reviver, which he can't. Should I consider it? Nah, let's just go with this one. I think Mountain King might have actually been kind of usable in this fight. The issue with him is that if enemy has double Reviver, it is almost impossible to finish a fight if he's the only nuker. But in a team like this, when enemy will only have one Reviver, he actually becomes kind of interesting. Most likely, George would still one-shot him, but he might survive if he doesn't proc passive, because my Mountain King is going to be, I don't know, like 140k HP or something. I kind of like this team, we will see how it goes. UDK is protecting my Cardial, so his Siphi can't sleep my Cardial. It should definitely get the turn before Shorted. Also, one thing that people often forget about Cardial, because he isn't very meta, but his passive does do a damage reduction that only works on certain factions, but it does work against Night Redemant, so it reduces the charge damage by 20%, and on some teams that's not relevant, but against my Duchess, for instance, like that can make the difference. Oh, too bad he got feared there. If he got feared, I will just kill both Necret and George actually, and not Siphi, and he would instantly lose his revive, and I would be in kind of good spot. That's not great. I was hoping that my Duchess would, my Cardial would move before that happens. Let me double check after this fight that Cardial is still carrying gear, but at least we're gonna waste a bit of his time. Ah, he got reaction proc. I was hoping that I would remove his turn meter or make him waste his revive on the George, but that didn't happen. Now he can just A1 my Rotos, and if he doesn't, if he does proc the passive, then Rotos would have definitely died. Ah, fear again. I got so many fears from Tara's passive in this fight. And like everybody actually got feared. I do have attack down. I'm not sure if I can even kill the Georgid. And if I don't, if I don't kill him, he will destroy me with A1. That was very risky. Wow. That went better than I thought. And now that I did get rid of the attack down, this makes a huge difference. I think even with the defense buff and strengthen, I can just one-shot this city. Yeah. Okay, now I should be good. Kind of rough start, but now I'm on a safe position. Okay, decent start for today's video. 2 fights, both were pretty fast, though maybe those weren't the... Well, the second one was good team. The first team was kind of experimental one, but yeah. The lightning in my room is very bad because I'm not in my normal home, so this is a bit scuffed, but it will be like this for a few weeks or something. I'm actually moving, and now I'm like temporarily in my well, it's for summer as well, but I'm temporarily in my parents' house, or like I'm just for the holidays here anyway, but I'm in the sauna so that I can make videos uninterrupted, and this is very nice place. Like, this is a separate house basically, but the lighting here isn't lighting isn't very good here. I keep saying lightning, I mean lighting. Anyway, this is a very cozy room to play games in, and it feels very cool, almost like the where I live normally, but yeah, there is no actual roof light here. Let's go with the UDK first pick, yeah. But yeah, I'm super excited about the upcoming update. I think the Hydra clan versus clan competition sounds kind of fun. Probably I will get bored of it eventually, and we will see. Maybe my clan will complain about my Hydra damage, but it does seem kind of more interesting than CVC. Of course, it will still come down to your spending will still matter, because champions determine mostly how much damage you can do on Hydra. But you can still at least there's some what's the word? It feels like there's something that you can do on it, like that is about your own personal decision making. Though I do know that maybe I can do 60 million damage on Nightmare Hydra, and I feel very proud about that. But then somebody can do 800 million damage, so my contribution isn't actually as big as it might seem in my head. Oh, it's Charged again. Charged is big issue for me. I'm not able to deal with Charged teams super well. I'm kind of tempted to go with Ukko here and maybe steal his attack buff, but it's always very risky to go with Ukko. Should I go with the fast Duchess? No, let's go with the slow one. And I will not go with Necret this time. I could go with Ukko and Duchess, or Guardian and not Duchess. I'm kind of thinking about it. Well, I could go with Python as well, but fuck. Oh my god, it happened again. I was thinking too long. I didn't look at the time. Man, I was so focused on thinking which one I picked, and I got the Kaimar. Well, Kaimar isn't the worst. This has happened to me many times at this point, probably 5 times, that I'm too slow when I get Kaimar. But at least Kaimar is not the worst champion that I can get. It's often actually pretty good. Oh, he went with Cardale. Yeah, Cardale with the Charged A1 is very good, because it's the best A1 in the game. I'm very tempted to ban Charged in this fight though. Yeah, I think I actually do want to ban the Charged. Interesting. Actually, I like this matchup. This is actually not good matchup for him at all, now that I was able to ban the Charged. Maybe if he picks something like Warlord, and I had to ban it, this would be a very big issue for me, but the Helicat Kaimar comp is very good. I actually made a video about this before. Well, yeah, everybody's... Oh, the visuals are confusing, yeah. Kaimar is in Stone Skin, so he didn't get feared, even though it showed the fear at the start, but if Helicat can just get the turn... Oh, and Taras got Polymorph, excellent. If Helicat can get the turn here, I think I can safely call it that 100% sure I won. Yeah, that's it. No way he can win at this point. I have double, I can reset the skills, and it's super annoying with Helicat. I'm not gonna go for it, but even if Kaimar does get polymorphed here, it wouldn't have been issue. And my Kaimar is very low accuracy, so it's kind of intended that it will buff strip the nukers, but not revivers with polymorph that get resistance from the polymorph. I think he's 220 accuracy or something, very low on purpose. But yeah, I should be good. It's going to be a bit slow fight, but Helicat is definitely going to take this, and even if the Taras does do something, it's not going to threaten me enough in this team comp. I should be good. And I can kind of try to end the fight a bit earlier because of the Kaimar cooldown reset. I could probably just kind of waste it and get it on cooldown anyway, because I don't really think that what I do with him is going to matter. Maybe after these shield sends I will do the AoE, and then I will reset the cooldowns. I don't really have to. I could hold on to it for a while, but this is probably going to be a bit faster. Yeah, I don't want to use the A2 and risk getting polymorphed, so often I will not use the UDK A2 at all. If I do, it's when the enemy revivers have immunity or something, and just for damage. But yeah, I don't want to call it too early, but I think this is a 3-0, so it's looking pretty nice. Should I just do the... Maybe I should just... No, I think I will go twice. The safer move here would have just been to do the block damage, but I'll save it for one turn. I think my Helicat might move twice before the Taras, yeah. Basically the Kaimar has been doing nothing in this fight, but I feel like it wasn't really necessary for him to use his A3. I've been kind of waiting out of the Necret passive on Siphi, and when that ends, I'm just gonna kill it. Yeah, this is the only point where there might be some risk, but I think I can take the AoE nuke. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Even if Kaimar doesn't have it, it's totally fine. It is a bit long-winded because he does have two... Now I can use the damage. He does have two strong healers in his team. But now that... well, he can get the protection up again, but I think I will eventually kill the Siphi. And I will get my team back up as well. Even though, like, one of them is dead right now. Let's do the AoE nuke. Yeah, Siphi is almost dead. I don't think he has to revive on that yet. Yeah, I think I can probably kill the Siphi on her next turn. She has to do... maybe not. It would close. On my next turn, I think I will kill the Siphi. Yeah. I didn't have defense buff there. Oh, is he gonna get... He's gonna get the revive. Maybe not. He's gonna get the revive on death before I get the next Helicat turn. He's definitely hanging in there for a long time, but... Surely, I got this. Never can know, because it's not like... Helicat is not quite the same as something like Taras. Even if I win the fight, I'm not like dominating it. I'm slowly turtling myself to victory, but I think we got this. Now if he has AoE nuke, here is kind of a risky situation again. He might have the AoE nuke already. Okay, he didn't. He does have turn meter boost a lot from both the Taras and Siphi, but yeah. Next time Taras gets a turn, I will have block damage on everybody again, and I should be good. Yeah, now we played this game for like 6 minutes, and Kaimar basically did nothing. I didn't use the A3 at all. Oh, and he has the block. He has the protection again. I think I'll just try to nuke the Siphi through the protection with A1s. Though there is a decent amount of those heals because of the double healer. I've been kind of using Guardian as a Burman Siphi many times. Especially in the past when I didn't have Duchess. It's kind of... Protoss defense teams really want to get some heals in them. And Guardian is one of those better options. Now that we have Python, I have been using Python as well, and maybe more than Guardian, but I have used both of them a lot in the past. He also doesn't have Maritzka in the team, so even though the destroyed HP isn't reducing the Taras damage because he's OP and it's like coded wrongly, but it's still easier to kill the Taras now. So Let's just go for the AoE nuke. Yeah. Okay, now can we even kill the UTK? Right, Necro's probably not. Oh, we got it. Yeah. Okay, he surrendered. Nice. A bit bumpy. No, not as easy as I kind of was hoping for it to be, but we are 3-0, so it's an excellent start. I think if I keep this up, let's see. I always screw with the camera. I'm really sorry about it. I think the biggest issues, but I mean, there's many issues with my videos, but if we talk about the production wise, the biggest issue is my sound quality. I don't know how to make the settings well. Sometimes my audio is good and sometimes it's not. And then the other issue is that I always screw up the camera and I move it for something and I forget about it, or I don't move it in the first place and you don't see the important things and it ruins the experience. I'm sorry about that. I'm really trying to like not make those mistakes, but I forget about it all the time. Pretty much on every single video, but not today. Today we are doing things different. We are winning every fight and we are not screwing up the camera. I haven't, in the last couple of videos, I haven't been using init a lot. I just haven't seen the types of teams where he would have been great pick, or I locked in Helicat before I could do it. I did actually see enemies using init against me a few times, which I really appreciated. It's kind of funny. It is of course because I often early pick Rotos, so I'm kind of incentivizing people to do it on me. Okay, this is interesting, so I'm pretty sure he went with the Helicat because I picked UDK, so that I can do this strategy. And we know that he's going to pick Siphi, so the last two we can only guess, but it's going to be 2 nukers and Siphi. And that means that we can basically ban, well no, it doesn't have to be, never mind, it can be Warlord. Never mind. Of course I will pick Rotos, but what else will I do? Should I just pick the Duchess so that he can't pick it against me? No, let's go with the early Ukko pick. Yeah, I think so, yeah. Yeah, maybe I will actually go with double Reviver in this fight and not like a third support. I could go with maybe Mountain King and... yeah, he only has 1 Reviver in his team, so... I don't have to go with... I mean, I can go with Mountain King, so... let's go with Mountain King and 1 Reviver. Either Duchess or Python. I'm kind of leaning on Python actually, so that we have some heals. But it could be the slow Duchess as well. Let's first look for the Mountain King and then we will decide. Oh, let me think about this. Yeah, it has to be 1 tanky Reviver, so...
Battery low.
Let's just go with Python. We don't really need attack buff, even though both of our nukers do benefit from the Duchess attack buff, but I think the heals are the important thing here. Of course, he can just ban my Python, but there's always those kind of things. Yeah, this kind of looks very scary team to me, to be honest. He's definitely going to get the edge at the start of the fight, and he might just one-shot my team and there's no comeback. But there's also definitely a lot of things that can go wrong for him here, like maybe if my... oh, wow. Never mind, he has bolster. Of course, yeah, Necrot is in bolster. Maybe if I steal the attack buff from the Georgid, that could be very bad. Do I want to... no, let's just do the A1. I was thinking of going for the A2 anyway. Damn, I got polymorphed on the first debuff of the fight. Of course I did. Well, it's the risk that you take with Ukko. Too bad that this thing happens to me every time. Damn it, Ukko. Every time I I give him an opportunity, I regret it. Damn, I shouldn't have done it again. Why do I keep picking Ukko and the RNG screws me every time? What? He's not going with the block damage. What is he doing? Let's just do the A2 to try to get some damage reduction with Python passive, but it's not going to be enough. Okay, I don't think he procced things with the passive there or the A1. We can definitely one-shot the Nakarada, I think. Hopefully. Well, that's not even close, yeah. He does have the defense buff, but I was kind of expecting a bit more. For sure I didn't proc Helm Smasher there. But we will see how this goes. That damage wasn't impressive at all. I was hoping that I would one-shot him and get rid of the Siphi revive, but that wasn't even close. Now I'm one champion down, and one champion is polymorph. This looks very bad. Pretty sure he can just kill my Mountain King every time before he gets a turn. We will see. Mountain King can deal damage through the block damage with his A3, so that is kind of interesting. It's not enough damage to one-shot the Siphi though, but it might be enough damage to finish it off sometimes. Let's go with the A1. Yeah, the A1 did almost same damage as the A2. Definitely I didn't proc Helm Smasher there, but I will save the A3 for later. I don't want to use it all the time. I think the A1 and A3 do pretty much the same damage. Let me double check. I don't think there's a huge difference. Oh nice, he got frostbitten. Maybe I will put last time well, it's not the last time I used Mountain King, but I think the second last time I used Mountain King, and I put him in the thumbnail in that video, I put Hall of the Mountain King song during one of the fights that I used him, and maybe I will do it today. I think I could actually one-shot the George with the A3, but let's go for the Duchess. Yeah, ignore shield and block damage. I mean, not Duchess, I mean Siphi. You guys need to give me a break. Often I get comments that I say one word wrong, but you need to realize, like, I do 2-hour video about the fights and I'm concentrating on the fights and I'm talking to the camera. So sometimes I use the wrong word and I'm talking about something. Like, let's say I use Duchess instead of Siphi, and I totally don't realize it and I forget about it. But that's just accident, it happens. But you need to think about what I say. If I say something that doesn't make any sense, maybe I used one wrong word and I called the name of the champion wrongly or something. Because usually what I say does make sense. Of course, I do get things wrong. Let's see. So the damage multiplier, yeah, on the A1 and A3, it's pretty much the same. Of course, it's a bit more, like 0.3 on HP compared to 0.27, and then 1 on attack compared to 1.8, but it's almost the same damage. Actually, it might be just the same damage because the A1 does poke 10% more, so let's call it the same damage. So I don't want to just use the A3 randomly. I will only save it for good timings. We're not really threatening him a lot in this fight though. This is not very impressive. How many turns do I have left? 1 turn. Can I survive 1 turn on Python? I think it's not guaranteed that I survive this. My Python is extremely tanky, but Georgid is the hardest hitting nuker in the entire game. He doesn't have attack buff though. He might move twice with the Georgid and he might do ally attack. Oh, he didn't do it. Okay, as long as the Georgid doesn't move before my Python, I'm good. And now I can actually finally maybe get A2 on Ukko. Unless he A1s Ukko, because He just uses AoE nuke. He shouldn't have it yet. Who is he gonna kill here? I think he's probably gonna go after Ukko. Oh, okay, nice, we got a turn. Okay, now that we get... Hopefully we don't get polymorphed. Okay, we didn't get quite everything, but Georgid was stunned and we got most things. I think maybe we can... Oh, damn it. It still looks bad. Well, let's go for the Siphi. We must... This is kind of make it or break it. I hope we can one-shot the Siphi. Okay. This is still very close. I'm not quite sure if I can survive long enough. Very risky. Okay. Maybe I still lost this one. Can we get attack down or maybe fear on shorted, please? Damn, his Necrot is destroying me with those polymorph. He has them on point. Okay, that's it, yeah. Well, it was pretty hard fight. It still took quite a long time, like 7 minutes, but we barely did any dent on him. Siphi is just so key. I think my team, if I had Siphi instead of Python, it would have been totally different. I think this comp would be a lot better if I had the Siphi. Mountain King would be a lot more tanky because he does have that massive base HP. I think it's the highest still. I don't think there's any champion. I think Mountain King has like maybe 33k or something ridiculous base HP. Let's look it up. Oh, it's, yeah, 31k. My bad. Let's see. Let me quickly show you the build because I proc the Frostbite proc there and I'm sure somebody's going to ask. Yeah. Let's see. This time I'm double checking that you can see the gear on the video, but yeah, this is my HP scaling nuker gear. I could actually oil this. I think I farmed some oil last night, so maybe I can finish off some of these pieces and try to get a little bit more damage. These are kind of my hopefully future Taras pieces, so I need to take good care of them. They are not super clipped right now just because I don't have any super excellent HP scaling nuker. Of course, if I do get one, those will get clipped instantly because these are very good pieces. Except the shield. But even the shield, like the Mountain King scales with attack, so that's not complete waste on him. That's why this kind of chest that looks very weird, it actually kind of makes sense on him, though it's not perfect at all, but he does benefit from the attack a bit. He just happened to fit with the other stuff, and I wanted to use the 2-piece Frostbite on him. Yeah, let's continue with the fights. I wanted to use Initway in that fight, but when he already has Helicat in the team and he gets the block damage, and Initway so low base HP that he will easily die to every single Helicat counter attack, so I'm not super keen on using Initway against Helicat. But if it wasn't Helicat, I would have definitely used Initway in that fight. I'm not like, people change names in my clan all the time, and there is like new players, so I am not quite sure if this actually, it might be Mad, but I'm not familiar with this name. I need to double check it after this fight. There is so many fake Mads that you never know. Not that there is anything wrong with using fake names either, by the way. Let me tell you a story about that just a second. Who do I want to pick here? He has to pick one nuker, so he can go with Ukko. But I guess I'll just go with Helicat and Necrot. Yeah. So I know that many people might be tempted to use fake... Oh, Baron. That's not great. Well, I can ban Baron in this fight. I think I'll actually just ban the Baron. Yeah. Who do I want as last pick? I think Python, yeah. So of course many people look down on the fake clan names, and you might think that since I'm in MAD and people often use fake MAD tags that I would be very offended about it. But I'm not at all, and I will say that I have definitely used fake clan names in the past, and if you think that it might help you in Classic Arena on reset, you should do it. You should not feel bad about doing it. But let's say like a couple years ago, or maybe a bit more, when I wasn't in MAD, back in those days, Tao used to be the strongest PvP clan. I don't think it was at that point anymore, but they certainly had the most players in Platinum Arena. Not maybe the highest ranked players, but they had most players in Platinum Arena, and I wasn't competing for top places back then. I was just trying to finish at any place in Platinum Arena, and I used to use Tao clan tag many times. Like I changed it just before reset, and then I put it away just after reset. And I know many like other top arena players. I don't know if I should mention, well, maybe I can say it. I know Rats did it too. I remember one time Rats was saying to me that let's both do it, and we did it, and I don't feel guilty about that at all. So if you need to use fake MAD tag, I know some of my clan mates will get pissed at me, but if you feel that it makes the difference for you, and maybe you will finish higher if you do it, then just do it. Don't feel bad about that. You have to do what you can, so I'm certainly not going to get offended by any fake MAD tags. And of course, I will look at them often. So in Classic Arena, if I see a weird name, I might check it if it's a fake MAD. So it's not like I'm not going to hit you, even if like there is fake MAD tag. But you should still do it if you want. So, and I would guess that this guy is not fake MAD though, but I'm just not familiar with the name at all. But like I said, there is a lot of new members all the time, and people troll with the names, and not everybody has the same name in the Discord and in the game, so it can get a bit confusing. I probably need to go for the Sifi first and try to like slowly whittle him down. This is going to be a long fight. I'm not sure if I can win it at all, but I will give it a go. With the triple reviver it's going to be very hard, but Initve will just die to Tarase once, and Saldos wouldn't have enough damage either, so I think my best chance is to kill this with Helicat. But he does have basically 2 revivers and a pseudo reviver, and the Mariska passive is going to be issue here. I basically need to find a way that I can kill all of the 3 revivers at the same time with AoE, or like after Mariska is dead, or find some kind of opportunity that they don't have the revives, like they're on cooldown, and then I kill Mariska, or I get Necret ally attack at some weird timing. But there is definitely ways that I can beat this team, but it's very complicated. What I will do basically is that I'm going to kill both of his other revivers. Too bad I don't have defense buff here. I don't think the Sifi will die, not without defense buff. Yeah. If I can kill both of his revivers and they have cooldowns on their revives when Mariska revives them, that might be the way that I can beat this. Like now, the Duchess used its revive, and if I can kill the Duchess and Sifi very fast, then Duchess isn't gonna have revive by the time that that I kill them. But I think it might take a second for me to kill the Sifi. Maybe I should have waited 1 turn with the A2, because I was kind of suspecting that it wouldn't die without the defense buff, and I would have gotten it in 1 turn. Oh, he's healed to full anyway, okay, never mind. This is not going to be easy. Also, I need to be very careful that I need to protect my Python. If he kills Python, then I lost this fight. So sometimes I will have to protect Python over Helicat and let Helicat die and let him reset and waste time. But I still must keep Python alive always. Basically what he needs to do here is either go after my Necret and then Python, or directly go after my Python. He can definitely kill my Helicat and buy some time for him to basically stall the fight and get his cooldowns back and slow down me getting my cooldowns. But killing Helicat is like a side quest for him, and it's not the win condition. So I'm not too afraid about letting him kill it at some points. But yeah, I have used fake tags, and I have done everything to try gain advantage. I have fought the bot teams when there's like, back in the day when you used to get pages full of bot teams and you wait for the last few minutes of reset and then you only fight bot teams. I have done that. I have done fake tags. I have done everything. Back in the days when the meta was different and I was very competitive, I was I knew people that run types of teams that I was able to beat easily, and on purpose I avoided hitting them until the end of their reset, because if I did hit them early on, I wouldn't be able to hit them later, or they would change the teams. So I would let those teams get high and not hit them at all, and then in the last like 10 minutes hit those teams a lot. And every other trick that you can imagine, like if I knew about it and I could do it, I would do it. I would do everything to try and gain advantage, apart from like cheating or like buying accounts and this type of stuff, but you know what I mean. Many people keep telling me that I should buy account, including my clanmates, and actually several people have offered me accounts in the past, even for free, but it's not something I want to do. Like I want to play on my own account, even though I have been playing this account for years. It will just be so weird to suddenly change account, even if it was a better account, and I'm attached to my like memories of this account and my gear and like just everything, so it's not going to happen. And of course I'm very for the people that have offered me the accounts, of course I'm not like I'm very grateful for that, but it's not just something that I want to do. And like, well, I don't want to say that you should do something that goes against Parium terms of service, but you can definitely find better things to do on your account and give it to me. Or then just give it to somebody else than me. Okay, I guess we lost this fight. I know I'm going to get shit in the clan Discord after this, assuming that it's not a fake clan member, but I'm just gonna play this fight till the end because I want to get it in the logs, because I will not see this fight in the logs, or I won't see our teams if I surrender. Oh, he got an polymorph there. Anyway, I know I'm going to get some complaints, but I will just take it. The fight already lasted 7 minutes, so he can take a couple more minutes. It's okay. We're just chilling here, but I know... Well, I don't know, but I suspect he's gonna get mad. If he doesn't get mad, if he posts picture about this fight, then somebody else will get triggered in his stead. Let's see if there's anything interesting going on in the Reddit in the meantime. As you might know if you have seen my old videos, well, I don't talk about it all the time, but I have talked about it many times. I have kind of love and hate relationship with Reddit. I like the idea of Reddit, and I liked forums in the past, but I don't really like the Reddit community. I'm sure some people watching like the Reddit and they will get offended, but I just think that Reddit complains about everything and they are not very constructive and they are not very objective or neutral. And basically if you complain about things, you will get a lot of likes, and then if you make well thought constructive feedbacks, people will get offended or they will just ignore it. So, but I still like to keep up with Reddit, even though very often I disagree with their their opinion. And I feel like Reddit is kind of the, you know, the mob mentality that if something has a lot of likes or dislikes, then it will get more of them regardless of the like content. So just if you get a couple likes or dislikes at the start of a post, then it's going to determine the outcome. Doesn't look like there's anything super interesting to me. I think this set should stack, but let's see what they say. Yeah, it makes sense it would stack. I think the retaliation set is kind of interesting because even though it was kind of nerfed that it went from like 25% of 4-piece to 10% on 2-piece, but now you could pair it with any other set. You could have 4-piece anything, Savage, Stone Skin, Bolster. You don't have to just use it on nukers. You could totally use it on supports as well. There is definitely many supports with good A1s that could totally use it as a 2-piece. Like Cardiel, I mean, or Ukko. Both of those could totally use 2-piece retaliations. That's, I think it's kind of interesting. Though probably not too many people have kept a lot of it. I think that's a big issue. Do I want to open with Duchess or UDK? I feel like there's no way that Timo is going to use Duchess anyway. Let's go with UDK. And I know that the last time that I fought against him, the fight bugged out and he didn't get to participate, so that sucks. I feel like I should do something interesting here and surprise him, but I'm not sure if my surprises are going to be better than my typical things. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Maybe I will go with triple nuker, we will see. Let's go with the Haley Cat. I'm pretty sure he knows what's up anyway. He could go with the Duchess here, kind of to try to prevent me from picking it, but I think he doesn't like to pick Duchess a lot. He usually goes with Sippy as the only reviver. If he doesn't go with Charged, I could consider going with Staltus and using triple nuker. Oh, it's Staros and Mariska. Well, I definitely have to pick at least one reviver. But yeah, I think I'll probably just go with the usual stuff. Do I want to take Necret instead of, Staltus instead of Necret? Is that really a good idea? Staltus might survive the first AoE nuke with the bolster, but he's definitely going to get it eventually. Should I go with Python just because Harima is going to screw Duchess? Maybe not. Let's go with this. Yeah, I'm kind of using the same team mostly, but for now I'm kind of out of ideas, and when I'm meeting good teams like this in Gold, Staltus wouldn't have enough damage to finish off this fight. I basically got my normal dream team against him, but I don't think it's quite going to be enough to beat him, but we will see. I think my record is like 1-1 with him, like not counting the fight where he didn't get to beat, but I think I actually had one legit win and one legit loss against him in live arena. Maybe I remember wrong, but I think I do. Or like 1-1-1, I think is basically the record. live arena has been up for a while though, so there might be more fights that I don't remember. This doesn't really look like something I can easily win. Well, I did get my Necret in this fight, so maybe if I have good RNG with him, it might be possible. Well, that wasn't the best start, but I don't think that is going to really determine the outcome of this fight. Yeah, let's just try to go after the Sifi. I'm not sure. Yeah, I got feared anyway. Yeah. Okay, Dutch is going to get feared as well. Is he going to get 3 out of 3? Okay, not. Okay, I'll take it. Damn, this Sifi looks so free. I mean, it doesn't have any boss. I could easily destroy it with A3 if it wasn't for the Harima, but the A2 is going to do more damage. At least the Rotos A2 does some damage. If the A2 like was also ignore defense, I think it will be even worse than it is right now against Harimas, because then Rotos would have like no pressure at all. Now I can at least stack the like HP stealing and maybe try to get block revive at some point. And I can just spam A1 and A2, and I'm not even gonna use the A3. I'm just gonna go for A1 and try to feast for those extra turns. Maybe if I got A1 and A2 there, I might have even been able to kill it. Okay, nice. So maybe it was a good thing to go with Duchess and not Python, because the Duchess had immunity buff there, but he still got, or she still got polymorph because of the Harima passive. And Duchess was under protection, so she was very safe anyway. Now it's very interesting to note that he doesn't have the passive from Harima, so I think I can now kill her with A3, even though I don't have attack buff and she does have both strength and defense buff. I think it's kind of close. If I don't proc Helm Smasher, she might not die. Okay, but it did. I don't think I actually proc Helm Smasher there. It only hit 87k, so it could have been a lot more. Okay, so I don't think I actually want to go with the... I want to go with the A2. Now let's save the A2 for later, actually. I want to stall this fight for a bit and make sure that I kill the Maritska with the Rotos A3. And if I'm able to do that, then I can kill Sifi on the same turn and end the fight. If I would have it now, but I think there's like one turn until I get it. But if I had it now, I could... should I risk the A1? Let's risk it. Okay. Yeah, I don't have accuracy anyway. Yeah, if I had it now, I could do the A3 before Harima comes back into the game and her passive. I would win it. If I can get A1 passive now here, which is I think 25... Yeah, wait, what? I think it's 25%, right? If I did proc it there, I would have won it, but it kind of looks like I still have a chance in this. This defense down is actually very good for me. Oh, I didn't have the A3. I think it was on cooldown anyway, yeah. Okay, actually this is good. At least my Rotos has immunity, so it's safe. I think with this defense down, I can kill the... I think I can kill the Maritska even though the Harima passive is back up. And, okay, this looks very good. And my Rotos is going to get hit by Dara's A2, but Rotos does have immunity, so if I'm able to kill Maritska here, I will definitely win the fight. Rotos will just get extra turn. Okay, great. That attack, that defense down actually was very important factor there. So the Taras did his A2, And my Rotos has immunity, so he didn't get stunned. And now I actually have 2 extra turns. Yeah. Let's go for the Harrim. I think maybe I can still lose here if he gets like... Okay, I think I'm good. If he got my Dutch Sperma CC'd, I might not have been able to pull off a revive, but yeah, we got this. It was against very good team, but he did... I'm pretty sure he pretty much banned my Helicat to save time, because he didn't want to have a long fight against Helicat, and he let me have Rotos in this fight, and I definitely have much higher win rate if the enemy lets me have Rotos. As you can see, the only fights that I lost today is when I didn't get Rotos. Of course, I will lose fights with Rotos as well, but I much rather use Rotos against Harima and UDK than not have Rotos at all, because my second best nukers are going to be Helicat and Initve and Mountain King, all of which have serious flaws, and it is hard to finish off fights with those champions. Okay, I'm not big fan of getting him twice in a row, because I'm pretty much an one-trick pony, and I don't think he will let me have the same team this time, or then he will ban Rotos, so I don't think I have any chance here. It's not like I can just use my B plan or do something different here. That was my A, B and C plan. There is no other strategies that I can pull off against these top accounts. Of course, if he picked something super off meta, maybe I could go with Guardian and Initve strategy or something else, but he isn't going to do it, so maybe if I could bait him to pick Ukko or something and go with Mortu, and then he has the only options is to either play against Mortu or ban my Mortu and let me have Rotos. That could be something that I could try against him. Oh, he went with the George. That's not good. Siphi and George is a horrible matchup for me, but I hope he goes with Ukko. I kind of... I'll save the nuker for last. I think the one win condition I have here is if he makes the mistake of going with Ukko. Of course, George it can kill more to through Stone Skin, so that is still risky, but I think I kind of want to go for that. I will definitely not go with Necret in this fight. Let's go with Rotos and let's go with Helicat. I think there's a good chance that if I pick Duchess here, he would actually pick Helicat against me, because Helicat would pair very well with Georgit and Siphi, so let's not make that mistake. It will be super funny if he picks Ukko here. I think that would be my only chance to have a chance of winning against him. Come on. Now I must do my last pick, so... He can kind of avoid the AoE in this team. He could just kill me with A1s and he wouldn't have issues with that. So I don't think I want to go with Mortu. But plus, of course, the Siphi can also sleep the Mortu pretty well, because it's going to be a slow build, but... Damn, this is hard. The same team is not going to work. Should I still go with the Mortu just for fun? The last pick is probably going to be... Lockout, I'm suspecting. No, he's going to be faster than me, so Guardian isn't going to be that good. Let's go with Python. I don't think I have any chance to win this fight, so I'm kind of going for the the Hail Mary and trying to get Mortu win or make him ban Mortu. But I think he's just going to ban the Rotos this time. I was hoping that I could bait him to pick Ukko, but that didn't happen. Who do I want to ban here? Maybe I do want to ban the Necret, because... Now let's ban the Taras. Let's see. issue here is that he can just nuke me down with single targets. Oh, he didn't ban Rotos. Okay, good. I don't think Mortu is really going to do anything in this fight because he might just spam A1s on me and he can totally kill me with A1s. He does have like double ally attack and George it has the best A1 in the game, so he doesn't have to use any AoE damage at all. That's so unfortunate. When they buffed the 6-star blessings, my Rotos actually became faster than my Python. And I don't want to change the Python build or Rotos builds. So only thing I can do really is to try to get Python a bit faster with clips or something, but fuck. I don't think I procced Helm Smasher there. I really needed to kill that Sivy. I'm not sure if I can get Rotos up anymore. But yeah, my Rotos is like couple speed faster than Python, and it's going to take like 6-star Philips if I want to get him faster. I don't think my Rotos is going to get any turns in this fight, so I think it's doomed at this point, sadly. And he can just do A1s and not do any AoE nukes. Come on. Yeah, I think that's it. It would have been way too what's the word? Way too presumptuous of me to think that I could win him twice in a row, but I had to. That's why I had to make a weird team and take my chances. Okay, that's it. It worked exactly like I mentioned in the lobby, that he can just spam the A1s, but I don't think anything else I picked would have been any better, so I was kind of going for a Hail Mary. But I think it could have worked out a bit differently if my Rotos procced Helm Smasher, though. That was kind of unfortunate, but it's like 50-50, so you're gonna lose every other coin toss. Not that the fight itself was the coin toss, but it was a coin toss that if my Rotos would kill the Siphi or not. And if I did kill the Siphi, then maybe I could have won the fight. I don't want to say for sure, but I think I would have won the fight if I killed Siphi. I don't think either one of us was really expecting my Rotos to survive the charged A1, which also I definitely survived it because of another coin toss where he didn't proc the charged passive. Okay, I think this is going to be another whale that is out of our leech. I can't say that word. Leech. League. That's how I would pronounce it in Finnish. League. People keep telling me that why can't you just pronounce things correctly? But you have no idea how much different the pronunciations in Finnish are than in like other European languages. You might think that I'm like white and my language is probably very similar to English, but it's not even a little bit similar to English. It's totally different. It's not like I can't speak English. I mean, I can totally speak English, but some words are very hard to pronounce. And like, wait, what do I want to do here? Not to like toot my own horn, but I definitely pronounce things way better than the average Finnish person, even though it might seem that I'm very bad at pronouncing English, but it's very hard for us. Of course, some people can do it much better than me, but it actually takes some like I have to pronounce the letters very like in like unnatural way, and I have to really think about the words to speak like proper English that you understand me. I'm basically suppressing my natural accent very hard. That's why I have to think about my words a lot more. And sometimes I accidentally mispronounce things. I have seen Tormin a decent amount. I think he's kind of flexing on me with that one. I guess it's a counter to Helicat, but wait, should I go with Python? Ah, fuck. I was too slow. I was thinking of switching to Python and maybe get Cleanse instead of speed buff, but I guess we'll go with this. I was too slow. Also, the Mitrala Tormin combination is very painful. Because Tormin does buff strip. And then Mitrala can do petrification. I think I need to ban either one of them. Let's ban the Tormin, yeah. I was thinking either one of them, but let's go with Tormin, yeah. Tormin does both the freeze, of course, but the important part here, well, that's important too as well, but the important part is that he does remove the block damage, and then he can combo that with Mitrala A2 and get Hex on me and then petrify me, and if that happens, it's definitely game over. It's probably... I'm not sure if I have any chance either way, but let's give it a go. It is interesting, of course, to get to fight against the top accounts, but it's probably not gonna go super well on me. Well, that's probably what some people might be thinking when they see me, but now it's the other way around. I think some bird just flew to the window or something. I'm not sure if you can hear it on the video or not, but I thought that somebody like knocked on the window, which would have been weird because you can just open the door, but I think it was a bird. And that was a very hard knock, and it was just a one knock, so I think it was a bird. Happens. So it's going to be the same thing as in these things all the time. I have to kill the Siphi first. If I get the Siphi down, then he's going to lose a lot of like turn meter boost and heals. And then it's also going to be a lot safer for me to survive until the Siphi is back. But I might have to kill somebody else first just to make her use the revive. Let's see how it goes. I think I will focus on the Siphi, but if I get the chance to kill Mitrala first, and then kill Siphi right after when she used revive, that might actually play out better for me. Wait, I thought I protected Duchess. Or did it already run out? This is also very annoying combination for enemies because I am running the slow Duchess, so she is going to have block damage for a very long time. And usually the other buffs as well. Yeah, I'm not going to use the AoE, I'm just gonna go for the A1s. Also, it's going to be very risky for me now that if Duchess gets hexed, it's game over. That's done. Okay, we survived that one. If Nakarada does get petrified, it's not quite the same deal. It's not necessarily game over, but it's going to be bad in either case. That is the reason why I banned Tormin, because him buff stripping me would get me petrified all the time. Or I could get frozen as well, but the petrification is really the thing that I'm afraid of, not the freeze. And of course they will both, like, he will have higher chance to CC me either way. Man, his team is very tanky, the heals are insane. I'm not able to even kill the Siphi. Okay, now we're getting on the risky territory, but I barely made a dent on his team. I guess he does have like 2 champions with defense buff, 2 champions with strength, and 2 champions with with heals, and then he has 2 champions with revive. So the survivability on him is like off the charts. But yeah, now everybody has hexed. I'm fucked at this point. There's no way that my Helicat is not going to get petrified with the constant A1s and him A1ing Mitrola multiple times. I should have gone with the Python. I tried to do it, but I was too slow clicking. Like, I thought about it too late, and then I wasn't able to get. If I had like 1 more second, I would have gotten it. Maybe this fight would have gone better with Python, because he would be able to cleanse the hex. In either case, though, I'm not really doing a lot of damage to him. Yeah, now we got the RNG fest going on, because Helicat is gonna start counter-attacking, but... What? Okay, I got insanely lucky there. I think I'm not gonna get petrified now because the Mitrola is in polymorph. Damn. What? Well, that played out perfectly for me. It doesn't really look like I'm making a dent on him though, so not sure if that makes any difference, but at least it gives me some chance to try to recuperate. But his team is so tanky and stally that I'm not sure if I can even kill this Siphi. Damn, that's like the 500 million reason why I need to get Siphi. It's actually criminally underrated champion, even though everybody thinks it's the best reviver in the game. And not best reviver, but just one of the best champions overall. Would it be stupid if I protect the Helicat? I think I want to go for Helicat protection actually. This kind of leaves me open for him maybe killing my Duchess, but let's try this option. I really need to get some pressure on him while the Mitrola is polymorphed. Maybe I could have a... Oh, did he just... Okay, good. Ah, fuck, I killed it. I don't think Siphi has the defense buff. Maybe I can kill the Mitrola now with AoE nuke. I'm not sure if I have enough damage for it. I know I might get petrified for it, but I think... Oh, I don't have defense buff. Okay, he's definitely not going to die. Ah, fuck. Oh, it died. Oh, okay. I guess it's not very tanky Mitrola. Okay, that's great for me. I don't think that's a winning condition, but now Siphi had to use his revive, and it gives me some breathing room that I didn't get hexed, and I'm not gonna get hexed for a bit, so maybe if I can kill the Siphi very fast now. Well, probably not. I'm not doing any damage to this Siphi. That's the issue. I'm not sure, even if this fight lasts for very long, can I get enough damage to actually kill this Siphi? Damn. What? He surrendered. Oh my god. I'm going to get flamed in the clan Discord probably. He's gonna get pissed at me stalling the fight, but I mean, we were both stalling the fight. It's not just me. His team was super stalling as well. I know it. I will look at the Discord after this video. There's like 5 minutes left. Maybe I can do one fight. I know I'm gonna get flamed in the clan Discord. We will see. He's for sure not gonna be happy about that fight. Maybe not, we will see. Well, what we got Demo twice and now we got him twice. I'm gonna probably guess that he's not going to go with the same team this time. Maybe he will go with some kind of Harima team or maybe charge it. If I was him, I would pick charge it, but probably he doesn't watch my videos enough, so he doesn't know how to counter me. At least not directly from my mouth, but let's see. I'm not sure if he watches my videos, by the way. Maybe he does. Maybe he knows. I have no idea. I know that he's definitely not fake mad though. Not sure if the other guy was. I didn't check. I should have checked, but I forgot to. Let's see. Nobody pinged me just yet. Pretty often when I have fights against my clan mates, they are not happy about the helicat strategy, so I was kind of waiting for the pings and tags, but I don't see it yet. Maybe he's writing an essay about me, so I need to give him a couple of minutes. Or maybe he's not mad, I don't know. I'm just memeing. He's going with the same team. Does he want to repeat it, or is he going to ban something different this time? Dude, I'm going to use the same team. I don't have a lot of other like options. It's the best team that I can do. Okay, wait, let's see. I would be surprised if he goes with the exact same team. Oh, okay. Okay, so he's basically forcing the Tormin this time because I have the Banda lockout. That kind of makes sense. Could I try to do some 3D chess and go with Kaimar and ban the Yumeko? I don't think that
Battery
would work because
low.
the Yumeko lockdown is too small. Fuck, I don't have time to think. Let's... Oh, wait. We can go with Mortu. No, can we pull off a Mortu to win? That will be hilarious if we can pull off a Mortu to win. Let me think. The issue here is that I don't have a lot of heals, so... But I still must go with the Mortu. I just must do it. I'm almost tempted to ban Taras, but now I must ban the lockout. Oh yeah, he banned the Mortu. That makes sense. The issue is that I don't have a reviver here or even like immunity or anything, so I think I don't think I have a chance. Maybe if I think yeah, I was the last pick, so I wasn't really able to see his team in time, but if I knew his last two picks, maybe I wouldn't have picked Necret and I would have gone with like Python instead. Nice. We opened with the Taras sphere, so at least something went our way. Now, if Rotos gets doesn't get feared here, it's going to get very interesting. Well, not that interesting because Sifi is just gonna revive it anyway. Okay, we got feared. That sucks. And I don't have immunity in my team apart from like Necrot, so I think I'm gonna get tons of... Oh, he got feared as well. I'm gonna get tons of freezes on me as well. Okay, so he got polymorphed and I got 2 fears and freeze, so he can't be too mad about the polymorph. I do have 3 champions in my team with polymorph. Okay, so he removed the immunity from the Helicat on the first turn, probably to try to kind of like prevent me from getting turns because he might get frozen. Okay, I'm also kind of stalling. Well, his both revivers are in Stone Skin, but I basically killed both of his snookers. Maybe that will buy me... He tried to sleep my Helicat because he removed the immunity with Tormin, but of course I have UDK. Okay, this is very important now. Let's see. How many champions get frozen? Of course, I could polymorph his Tormin as well. That's a possibility, but I hope that at least one of my nukers doesn't get... Okay, that's good. That's good. See if, the Rotos is not going to get... Rotos is not going to get polymorph because of... Should I risk with the A2? I almost feel like I want to risk it in this, but maybe I can fear the Torming and try to be annoying. Okay, so... Yeah, let's give the immunity to Rotos. Rotos can't be slept by the Sifi, but of course he can get frozen by Tormin A1, so Wow, now this is getting very interesting. If I could get extra turn here with this A1, I think I won this fight. That would have been so juicy. I would have killed the Mariska with A3 and the Sifik with A2. I think I would have won it right there. Damn, that would have been so juicy. I want to get... I don't think the last fight counts really as a win, so if I could get an actual win, that would be very windy. Oh, wait. This is going to be close. I'm not quite sure if I have enough damage with the A2, considering that she does have the defense buff, but there's definitely a chance, so we will give it a go, but I don't think it will be enough. Yeah, it's not enough. I could have... Wait. I don't have the ally attack. No. Even if Rotos doesn't have it, Helicat can kill it. I think I can totally kill it. Okay, so we went 1-1 with Timo, and we're going to basically go, let's say, 1-0 against Mo. It could be 2-0, but let's be fair and call it 1-0. Let's even give it 1-1. I went 1-1 against Mo and 1-1 against Timo, so I'll take it. I think that's pretty good session. I think for my account, I think that's pretty much the most that I can ask for. I had pretty good win ratio today. I definitely won some fights. I lost some fights. Well, let's check this one. Oh, can I see it from here? Okay, so he's in mad. Yeah, he's in mad. He's in the other clan, but he's in mad. Yeah, no disrespect to him, but of course I wasn't familiar with his name. Anyway, so we had some very hard fights, and some easy fights, and some middle fights, but we did pretty well. We lost to a clanmate and Timo, and then somebody that I don't know, but the common team in them, except in the Timo fight, but Timo had a very good team against me, but the common team in them, or in these two fights, was that my Rotos wasn't, or it was banned, so I wasn't able to pick him. That is a big deal for me. That's like a mantra that I have been saying in my videos, like around like over 9,000 times, but give me Harima, give me Tarras, give me Harima. I keep repeating the same thing, but if I get one of them, then I have two nukers, and more often I will have much better chance to beat the fights. Of course, in gold, the enemy, it's very likely that if I have Harima and Rotos, enemy might pick one of them or even both of them in some fights. So it's not like I'm always going to get both of them, but if I did get Harima, often I could get both Harima and Rotos, and then I think it would be opening me up for other team comps as well. I definitely wouldn't run the same strategy that I'm kind of running all the time. It's basically my scuffed version of the Helicat UDK comp, because everybody else is running it with Sifi, and usually we're basically never using UDK, I mean Necret. They're always using Sifi, UDK, and Helicat, and then they will have two others. They have, often it's going to be like Harima or Rotos, and then there is one flex pick, but it could be another nuker, like George. It is a very good pairing in that team. Nobody really does it with Necret except me, but the reason why I use Necret in every fight is that I'm not going to go first, and my Helicat is in Savage, so that he might have enough damage to finish the fights, even though that's not certain. But since he isn't in Stone Skin, and I don't have Sifi, the only way that my Helicat can really survive consistently to get the turn is with the immunity and damage protection from Necret, because it is kind of fast, but it's still in lethal and cruel, so it's like very vulnerable to enemies, and I need the Necret. And of course Necret is just good overall, and if they happen to ban my Helicat, it's a great pairing with Rotos as well. And I kind of, because I have two Necrets, the other one is basically for Classic Arena. I sometimes use it in Live Arena, but increasingly less I use this one. But because I happen to have two, this kind of build with Bolster and Immortal in a fast build, this is not usually that. If you have one Necret on your account, chances are that you're not going to do a build like this if you use it in Classic Arena defense. But because I have two, I can use this build, and he does heal himself a ton. Like, he basically gets, is it 18%? 10 and no, it's not 18. Yeah, 13% every turn. And then he gets double turns with the ally attack, and then he can get refresh proc, so sometimes he can even do triple turns or quadruple turns and so on. But anyway, that's it. Great video today. I have great feeling because I did well, and I hope you guys have a very good day tomorrow as well when I post this video. And as always, if you have any feedback, like of course any criticism, but like if you have any suggestions, maybe you see something that I didn't figure out, maybe I should try some other team comp or do something a bit differently, then please tell me in the comments. I'm not gonna get like offended if you give me suggestions, and I'm kind of trying to find ways to improve. But that's it. See ya.